You're right, guys, it's Capgun Tom here, and welcome to the first episode of Path to Paris. Now, in this series, we are going to be trying to build the best possible Paris Saint-Germain team on Ultimate Team. And as you can see, we have booted up the game, and we have our master list. Beautiful list. All the players from PSG are listed there, and we are going to go through, buy them all, have them all in our club, and we are already having to buy informs. Look at that, Matuidi, first team of the week, and he manages to put himself in inform. That'll be an expensive player to buy, but hopefully we'll have this series done before the release of the new gen or the next gen consoles, because I want to move on and do a different team when that comes. So here we go. We have no coins, we have nothing. All we have is our starter pack team. We also have a reward pack. I don't really know what that came for, and I also have a season ticket pack to open, as you can see, because I had to go away and buy the season ticket. Yes, I care that much about this series that I wanted to get it underway straight away. Went and dished out an extra 20 quid for another season ticket, even though I've got one on my main account, and I just wanted to get it started. So really, I'm quite happy to do that, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy this series as well. So our bronze reward pack has loads of different players in it, and we're going to have to use some of them at the start, because obviously we don't have a full PSG team to start with, and we're going to have to work our way up to it. So we're going to make pit signings, probably 1 or 2 per episode to start us off, and then sort of move on and probably sign maybe one every 2 episodes, depending on how expensive the players are. And we're just going to try and get all the way up to the very expensive Cavani and Ibrahimovic before the end of the series. Anyway, we managed to get 500 coins in that pack, which is pretty nice. And we have like a whole bunch of gold players in our season ticket pack, which I will list up and sell on before the end of the episode, or I'll list them up at the end of the episode so that they will be there for the next episode. We'll have some more coins to play with. Anyway, we have got to go and rename our club. I was kind of worried when the game started, because I was like, when do I get to name my team? I haven't had the chance. But it's actually in the manager task. So if you're wondering how to rename your team at the very start, it's down in manager tasks. And we have been gifted all of the stuff we need to be the official PSG team. I don't know whether the PSG manager is actually on this game. I went and searched for him earlier, but I couldn't find him. So if you guys know if he's on the game, or whether it's just a case that there was none on the market at the time when I searched, then please do put down in the comments section. So here we go. We have the badge, we have the stadium, we have the home and the away kit. There's also a classic kit, so I'm thinking that I might buy that once I've got a few more coins, and that will allow me to sort of mix it up and have a couple of different kits. I didn't even realise classic kits were going to be on this game, but a very exciting one to have, because it's quite a cool looking kit for the classic PSG kit. And if you haven't seen it, go and check it out on the market. So here we go. We are arranging our team, getting as much as we can out of it. We did have 3 gold players in our starter pack as well. We had Sinclair, Catamol, I think, and a couple of others, but I didn't want to use them, because I was like, well, if I put golds in there, that means I'm not going to be able to go into the gold or the bronze cup, which is where we're going to head to start with. Now, on reflection of what happened in the bronze cup, I'm gonna say that don't do that. Go away and play online single matches. Keep searching for opponents until you come up with someone that's got relatively similar, rating points and chemistry to you, because when I went into the Bronze Cup, I came up against this. It's a full Serie B team. It's got loads and loads of very quick players, or at least that's what it felt like when I started playing the game. And to be honest, I just got completely decimated. It shouldn't have been this bad, but I really did just get torn to shreds. Well, I say that, but what happened really was he managed to take an early lead. I made a couple of mistakes. See here, there was 1 goal and then a second goal when I gave the ball away on the edge of the box. So he was 2 goals up quite early on. I sort of solidified my defence and everything from that point on, and you can see that I didn't really make any chances, neither did he. But in the last 10 minutes, he came back and he actually clattered me with 2 quick goals. So unfortunately, we don't start off this series how I was hoping to. We're going to take a pretty devastating loss, but this is exactly how deploying Dortmund started on FIFA 13. If you remember, ended up going into a game at the very start with a bad team, and we got pooped on. So hopefully we're going to turn this around in our next game. But before we do that, we're actually going to go make a signing, our first one of the series, and it is going to be Maurice. You can see there the bronze striker, 76 pace, 62 shooting, 60 dribbling, 63 heading. Decent stats for a bronze striker. Obviously, he won't be in the team all that long, but he is the first signing we're going to make for the team, and we have coins to play with, so I don't see why we shouldn't start making signings straight away. He gets put into the club, into the team, and I am going to try and buy someone to give him a bit more chemistry in the squad before the end of the episode. You can see there, he gets the check mark next to his name, the first one, and we are off the mark. So there's 3 silvers that we have to try and sign. There's a whole bunch of golds, and I don't think it's too too much of an issue for the old gold players, because there's only a few that are going to be very expensive. I'm thinking that Lucas, Lavezzi, Thiago Silva, Cavani, Ibrahimovic and Inform Matuidi, they're all going to probably be 10 to 20k plus, probably more than that. I think that Lavezzi, Lucas will probably go for between 10 to 20k. Silva will go over 100. Cavani, I'm thinking around 50 to 100k, and Ibrahimovic probably 400k plus. But we're going to do some good training in this series and hopefully manage to pick up all these players. Now we're in our next game, and we have come up against, well, it was a 60 chem, I think, bronze team with a couple of gold players in there, so obviously using his starter pack. Had to go away and make some changes to the camera, although we did have a chance before half-time. After half-time, we come back out. We've got the cameras all set up and everything. I felt so much more at home. Crossed it across the face of goal, and there is Cernak at the back post to volley that one home and give us our first goal of the series. So well done to Cernak. That's pretty good going, and I'm pretty happy with the team's performance, to be honest, in this game. It seemed to do a lot better when Maurice joined it. So much more lively, and he even managed to grab himself a debut goal for the club. So that's really good to see, and it does mean that we take down a 2-0 victory. Yes, that's what we're after. Hoping to keep this sort of like good run of form going. I think that we ended what was it, deploying Dortmund with a 2-to-1 win ratio. So that's what we're going to be trying to do, aim for a 2-to-1 win ratio. Anyway, we have picked up a Rabiot from PSG, obviously from PSG. We're buying only PSG players, but the 70 rated centre mid Silva is going to be put into our team. As you can see, he is a pretty decent looking Silva, to be honest, and I've decided to get him rather than getting Camera, because he will link up with our striker straight away, giving us more chemistry, and then when I buy Camera, he will then link up with Rabiot as well, because he'll sit behind him and get us more chemistry. I did have to change the 4-4-2 formation to manage that, but I was perfectly happy to do so. So there you go, another check mark on the checklist, and we are moving into this series quite well. And obviously there's a lot of players to go, but I'm hoping that we can move through this quite briskly and not have like big periods where we're just doing loads and loads of trading and playing games because we can't afford to buy any players. So the plan is to go away and do a lot of trading like before we get to those players, so that we can pick up more and more players quicker and quicker. Anyway, we're going into our final game of the episode, and we come up against a team that's got 88 chemistry, all bronze, but he's obviously gone out and bought some of these players, so they're probably going to be slightly better than the caliber that we came up against in the last match, because those were starter pack players. Had a load of very good chances early on, including that one from Maurice. I can't believe he didn't manage to put that one away. Not getting the shot off well, just bad contact. And we almost had another chance when we chased that ball down, but unfortunately the goalkeeper got there first. And then in the last minute of the game I made a mistake and we end up conceding. I was so annoyed at my goalkeeper. The ball trickling over the line, it was absolutely agonising, and I was kind of disappointed, I won't lie, that ended up happening. So there you go, guys. That is the end of our first episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new so you can watch every single episode. They'll get put into your sub box. Also, I want to ask you guys if you have any ideas for this series. Do you want me to do something like I did on Mission Manchester, where I play actual League One fixtures? So when PSG plays against, I don't know, Brest or against AS Monaco, I get another YouTuber to build the team and then I play against that? Or do you want me to just go through and just do the series as I did with deploying Dortmund? Do you want me to try and get to Division 1 in online seasons? All of these things, you need to tell me what you want to see. We end our first episode with a record of 1 and 2, which isn't brilliant, but we're hoping to do a bit better in the next episode. So guys, if you could drop a like, that'd be amazing. Let's see if we can hit 1,000 likes. That's what we used to average on deploying Dortmund. But other than that, I'm going to have to stop talking. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all later.